The reverberation I'm getting right now suggests there's a sizable building just to our right, and ahead approximately 75 yards.
I would fly over there to check it out, but I'm afraid they'd see me. Mbali, you might have the best shot since you can become a cobra and remain hidden in the bushes.
Okay, I think you're probably right. I'll slither over that direction and scout it out.
Mbali, take note of how the building is situated, what cover is available near it, and how heavily it's guarded.
Okay, will do. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. It's in a small clearing that they probably created. It doesn't look like a natural clearing. The building is on a raised platform, and they have things stored under the platform. They also have a fenced area that has other supplies. Right now, there doesn't seem to be anyone guarding the building, at least outside.
I can't imagine there not being anyone guarding the lab, if indeed that is their lab.
After what has happened to the others, I'm sure they're laying low and will remain hidden until they need to handle the situation.
They probably know that if they were outside the building, they might get pelted with fireballs and lightning bolts.
We could actually end this right now if we wanted to. Just have Kat burn the thing to the ground. But I want to see exactly what they're doing, and I'd also like to take whatever paperwork and other info so our own scientists can analyze it.
Plus, we don't want to kill them unless we have to. If we end up having to, so be it. But if we can get through this without casualties, so much the better.
I just want to kick some ass and take names. How are we going to approach this? I don't really want to go head first into an ambush. Henry's right. You can bet your bottom dollar that they're just waiting for us to stampede the lab so they can unload on us.
Daphne and I could possibly gain entry from the roof. Once we descend into the lab interior, we can shock them with a few bolts, and I could wrap them all up in some webbing.
Yep, I agree. The roof is made from some pretty flimsy materials. It's not like it has regular shingles. Should actually be very easy to make a hole for us to get through.
We could have a two-pronged attack. I can dig underneath the building and maybe come up through the floor. Granted, that won't be as easy to hide the noise compared to roof entry.
Could always have Moira just knock on the door saying she's here to sell Girl Scout cookies. Or Henry could go knock on the door saying he's selling bullshit. Hey, it's top-notch bullshit and it ain't cheap.
Okay, let's spread out around the perimeter and get ready to storm the building just as Daphne and Nancy make entry.
Another option is for me to just knock the building down with sound waves. That way the building is destroyed, but the things we're wanting to confiscate would be intact.
So many options with this group. I feel sorry for anyone who's going against this team. Almost seems unfair.
Nkita keeps looking over at the bushes behind the building. Maybe they are hiding there waiting for us.
Let's see if we can flush them out with the cobra. I'm sure all of the soldiers are deathly afraid of them.
Okay, I'll go see if I can flush them out.
Okay, now they know we're here, so our covert plan isn't going to be of any help. I say we just go in directly through the main door.
Yeah, I'm going to rip the door right off the hinges. Get ready to make entry.
Wapi mikandaya mo salanayo, lobasikoyo tokufa.
Mbali, ask them if any information is computerized, and also if there are any CDs, USB sticks, or other devices they've saved the information on.
Tolinga ka makambon yun so. Mikanda yun so. Biloko yaba ordinatere yun so. Soki olo bisolo tinabiso. Yango eko bimisa makamboya pasimingi.
I'm not sure what you told them, but they're definitely afraid.
She told them, hand over the goods or we'll stick a lily pad up your ass.
Soki ozali na masumute ang belim-beli kolambaya esukali ekomi bino nalikoloya bato.
Did you tell them that? That's hilarious. They look scared as shit.
I told them a monkey instead of a lily pad. There are no lily pads in this area, but there are plenty of monkeys.
Mbali, you crack me up sometimes. They're looking very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, you'd look pretty uncomfortable too if someone was going to stick a monkey up your ass.
This reminds me of that movie Hancock. Except it wasn't a monkey. It was some guy's head.
I wouldn't feel sorry for the guy, but I definitely feel sorry for the monkey.
I wouldn't want anything up there. My butt is exit only, period.
And such a fine butt it is too.
Henry, don't even start. You keep it up, we might stick a gorilla up yours.
Marcus might be a bit offended at that, honestly.
Too bad they don't have porcupines here. Now that would hurt like hell.
That makes my ass hurt just thinking about it.
Okay, change of subject. Let's gather up everything we need. Then we'll have Kat torch this thing. but we need to be careful not to create a forest fire. We only want to destroy the building, not the surrounding jungle.
Jerry, I could obliterate it with sound waves, which would not damage the surroundings.
Sorry, I keep forgetting about that. That would be more practical, I think. Let's gather all we need to get. Then you can have at it.
Jerry, we have it all gathered up. Moira can take care of the lab and other facilities now. We just need to make sure everything is destroyed.
Okay, Moira, do your thing.
Well, everything's pretty much been turned to dust. Who knew that sound could be so powerful?
Hey, if Ella Fitzgerald could bust a glass with her high-pitched voice, that just shows you how powerful sound could be.
Especially when it's amplified 500 times over or more and is able to be focused and directed at a single object or multiple objects.
Tolinga na yango. Sokyo to salakate, tokoguta yango ngai na makasina likolo yambenga, to salisa yango na ebale.
What girl? Wait, where is Mbali? They have her?
I think they just made a really big mistake. A really, really big mistake.
Ebeba, ezalim balayan suta. Zinga! Zinga! Mbalayan suta! Mbalayan suta!
See what I mean? Ha 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 ha.
One thing about it, you have to admire their persistence.
If they are still persisting, that makes me wonder if this isn't their only facility.
You would think they'd give up if they weren't protecting something else. Makes me wonder if they have more labs hidden in this jungle.
What if that wasn't their main lab? I would think it must be. But the very fact they tried to kidnap Mbali makes me think we haven't hit the granddaddy yet.
If there are more, I think Moira will be able to find them. You can hide something from sight, but you can't hide it from sound.
What in the world was that? That's definitely not a sound I've ever heard before.
It sounded like Nkita to me. They probably pissed him off when they tried to kidnap Mbali.
He may be small, but I still wouldn't want him pissed off at me. If he can kill a leopard with one bite, I can only imagine what he could do to a human.
I found one guy over here. He's chewed up pretty bad. Need to get him to a hospital pronto.
I'll radio for help, but it's gonna take air flight quite a while to get here.
I don't mean to sound callous, but the guy only has himself to blame. Mbali was definitely the wrong person to kidnap. I wonder if Nkita went after the rest of them as well.
Guess that answers that question. He's one hell of a watchdog.
We may need several choppers by the time he gets done with those bozos. By the way, has anyone seen Mbali since they took her?
I am okay. I'm trying to get Nkita to settle down. He is very protective. There are 4 or 5 men who are hurt pretty bad. They have some really nasty bites.
There are 3 air ambulances on the way from Kinshasa, but they are saying ETA could be 2 to 3 hours or more.
All we can do is render the best first aid with what we have out here, which isn't much. I'm trying to be compassionate, but the truth is, they did bring this on themselves.
I guess they thought their best move was to kidnap the local girl. That was a total brain fart on their part.
Regular fart, pull my finger. Brain fart, pull my earlobe.
And to get you to shit your pants, a kick to the nuts.
You know that I like it rough. You speak in my lingo.
Henry, that's enough of that crap. You've had enough warnings. One more remark, and I'm going to put in a transfer for you to another all-male unit. I'm serious, dude.
Fine. Send me to a unit that has a damn sense of humor. I'm not walking on eggshells for anybody. We started out as an all-male unit. Then you bring in 5 sexy women and just expect us to not notice how hot they are? That's asking a bit much, to be honest.
But Henry, you are the only one that has made sexual remarks toward us. None of the others have done so.
Fine. Transfer me. I can't change who I am. I've actually tried. It just comes out. You can't tell me that the others don't have the same thoughts. I guarantee you that if you offered to bang any of the other guys, all of them would take you up on it.
That may be so, but all of the others have treated us women with respect. You are the only one who hasn't.
Though because I joke around a little, I'm not treating you with respect. So I've made a few remarks. That's only because I say what the others would love to say, but don't have the balls.
Or they have enough class not to blurt out every sexual thought that comes into their minds. There's a little thing they call self-restraint.
We all have to practice that, Henry. You don't think we have needs as well?
If the feeling is mutual, then what's wrong with us taking care of each other's needs?
Okay, enough. Gather up everything and we will meet back at our base camp and try to iron things out. I don't want to lose you, Henry, but enough is enough.
You all are making such a big deal out of nothing. This isn't grade school.
Right, it isn't grade school. Which means all of us should conduct ourselves with a certain level of maturity.
Vane, send my ass back to the States. A bunch of the brass didn't want me to be a part of this anyway. Let's make them happy.
I plan on doing that right after this mission. Right now we need to get the wounded on the choppers. They're inbound as we speak.